Hello there, you're listening to Rock Made of Metal on Cala Radio, and right now, with my greatest of pleasure, I am here with a guitarist named Herman Li. I never know who he is at all, too. I don't know if you know him. How are you doing? Anyway.
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
No problem. So I heard you, I'm really good. So I heard you were a guitarist. Anyway.
Pardon?
I heard you were a guitarist of some sort, a very fast playing guitarist.
I play the guitar, try my best, and people seem to like it. Yeah.
Seems to work, but anyway, I joke about it anyway. So like, you're quite a very good guitarist in your own right. But anyway, so what are you doing here in Glasgow anyway? Like, why are you here in Glasgow right now?
We're here to we're on tour right now, European tour. This is our third show. We're making our way. I think we finished basically 9th of December in Moscow. That will be our last show, and we're just here to play some songs from promoting our new album, The Power Within.
Exactly. I'd kind of like to talk about that first as well too. Actually, I mean, just kind of start off for people who've not really heard about the album. Can you just give us some basic details about it, like as in what's it called, when it was released and whatnot, and how it was made?
It came out just recently, about 4 or 5 months ago. And actually, it's been a 4 years gap since our previous Dragonforce album compared to this one. So, but we're back, stronger than ever. And we also have a new singer called Mark Hudson. And the new album is definitely our most kind of dynamic and diverse. And actually, the best reviews we ever had on any Dragonforce albums. Yeah.
It's worked out quite nicely. I mean, the album. Like, why do you think that is? Anyway, that like this has probably been like the best reviews. Do you think it has something maybe like with the singer bringing something else new? Maybe something a bit different or something like that.
It's a bit of everything, and we're always working on improving and getting better in all areas of what we do. And we definitely got better as the years gone by from writing songs, recording, and playing live. So we're constantly evolving, and I guess the critics can see that we're not just sitting there just playing the same stuff again. We're definitely moving forward. Yeah.
Absolutely, it's just not the same old kind of song as well too, which is very good as well too. So you would say it's kind of more dynamic maybe than the kind of album that you have right now.
Yeah, definitely. The energy is different from the previous album as well. There's definitely more alive, the energy on this album compared to the previous one. Just the way we recorded it,
So, the way you recorded it then, like, was a kind of like a deliberate kind of thing then when you were recording it to try and make it album sound a wee bit more different from the previous albums, or something that just kind of happened naturally?
Well, we changed the method of recording. So previously we used to just go after the songs were written, we just go and record it. This time we got to play the songs together, jam it. Some songs we actually, before we even finished recording it, we played it live. So you kind of get a different kind of live feel and a different kind of energy. So this album is definitely the most organic, I guess, compared to the previous two, yeah.
And plus that 4 year gap as well too must have given you some time to rest and kind of rethink your strategy a wee bit. I mean, obviously not the best time, you're singer left, but 4 years left to kind of rest anyway, kind of rethink about, okay, we have something good here, maybe we can make something better as well too. Was it kind of like that?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. We get to look back and see what we done wrong, what we done right, and how we do things better. And we did the show last night, and it was great to see we have new fans coming in. Actually don't know that much of the old albums, and we still have the fans that like the old albums. So it's definitely the buzz is kicking off again. Despite the 4 years gap between albums. So
the way you said that is like you guys are just kind of starting off again, then almost like it's kind of the new Dragonforce kind of idea, like kind of new band almost a wee bit, that kind of sense.
Well, I wouldn't say start it all over again, but I guess it's a new chapter. 4 years between albums, that's a long gap these days, especially people, people just consume and they just, they don't, but we view music as an art, not just something you just release because you have to,
You care about your art is what bands should do in the first place anyway, so I can understand that. Well, obviously the major change then is obviously with the new lead singer as well too. I was kind of just wondering like a wee bit of detail on that as well too. I mean, like he kind of went from like pubs, from what I'm saying, like, and then he kind of went from pubs to Dragonforce, which is kind of another level anyway. I mean, how did he kind of if I can speak properly, how did he kind of adapt to that, and how did you try and adapt to that kind of level of like him coming from that to that?
I mean, before Mark joined the band, we had to audition him, of course, and try it out and jam with him, and we realized he's such a fast learner and can really adapt really quickly. So his first shows were opening for Iron Maiden, before the album Power Within came out, and you can see the way he got better and better. So it's for us, obviously we've been in the band a long time, we've got time to kind of adjust slowly, from the pub level all the way down to like the arena and then playing a huge kind of stage. But Mark, he just happened to have that natural thing to be able to kind of take it on board.
He definitely seems to be a kind of fast learner anyway. I mean, that's kind of off. I listened to a couple of tracks that are generally quite good. But yeah, it's like he seems to be a fast learner anyway. So there wasn't necessarily much problem with like you guys and him gelling as a band. Then almost did it kind of just happen, or did it take a bit of time?
I mean, it took some time because before the album came out, we'd done a bunch of shows. Those Maiden's one we talked about, and some warm up shows in America. To show him around the world. So it takes some time. It's not immediately, but as you get it quicker and quicker. Yeah.
So you definitely learned that anyway. So kind of talking about the album as well too. Then I mean, like if it's more dynamic album as well too. I guess a lot of fans. I mean, this question is kind of the whole everybody asks it all the time, but I guess it'd be more important. Is there any kind of like favorite tracks that you have off the album that you yourself particularly enjoy? Maybe that's a bit different.
On the new album.
The new album.
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing those new songs on it, and we actually learn more than we need to play at the moment. So we kind of swapped them around. But Cry Thunder has been like really a hit, on the tour, and Seasons, and also Holding On has been a good one as well on stage. So I mean, we're basically gonna sooner or later we're gonna get through and play all the songs live. But as we go through different times, you only can play that many from the new album.
Well, yeah, you can't expect to play like every single song off of like 4 albums in one set. You'll be there till like midnight, although that'd be kind of a plus.
yeah. So we do albums, obviously new songs, and then we have to pick old songs too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, with that said, then I mean, like, have the fans kind of from the songs that you've kind of showed to the fans and whatnot, have they appreciated that kind of more dynamic sound as well, that new kind of sound as well too?
Yeah, definitely. The feedback been really amazing. Like last night, we spoke to fans and all that, and they really like Mark's performance, on the old songs as well as the new songs. And because the new songs, you've got different tempos, you kind of balanced it, but then just like fast all the time, that people are used to us doing. So live show is slightly different too now. The dynamics of the live show has improved as well.
Yeah. Well, maybe this is kind of more of a fan question about Ask as well too. But obviously, you're known as like one of the fastest guitar players in the world, almost like with this rhythm that you've had to play. Was it kind of a challenge to kind of play more the slower stuff, like having your fingers not like move so quickly between the frets or whatnot? Have you kind of is it adapted to that? That's more of a fan question anyway.
Well, it's actually kind of natural because at home, when I'm playing, I don't always just play that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You play slow things, and actually it makes it easier in a way because it gives you new ideas to approach music and the guitar solos. Then if you play 20 fast solos, you kind of sooner or later you're gonna run out of ideas. But you do some slow one, it's actually easier. You got different things that you can do that you can't do in a fast song.
So, fair enough. Fan question, one ask. But anyway, kind of going to the tour now. I mean, Iron Maiden, I'm not too sure if you kind of you would have probably came over to the UK, I would imagine, yeah, but to kind of come back a headline tour after so many years in the UK, I mean, how's that feel for you guys anyway?
To be honest, it felt amazing actually. It really felt great to be back, home soil, doing headlining shows. It's really been a long time. I mean, we did some warm-up shows, but they were like meant to be small, little shows. Here we got the big speakers and the big production, the stage, the lights, all the stuff is really been good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, so we've also got some support bands on with you as well too. Like you've actually got quite almost established support bands in the UK, and we've got Ailstorm and Defiled. How's it been like? It's only been 3 days so far, but what has it been like touring with them? I mean, have you been enjoying the company?
Yeah, they're really great guys, and they're great musicians. And it's always good to have a diverse lineup.
Yeah. And
I can see the fans are enjoying all the bands so far. They found they obviously been they won the Metal Hammer, I think, best newcomer from UK awards, and they actually definitely pushing through, good band. And Ailstorm, of course, we know they're pretty crazy guys. Yeah, great fun to have on tour and great musicians. So, it's good lineup. And also we have an opener called Cavots, and they're like newcomers as well. And it's good to kind of showcase the UK talent as well. We have to support the musicians, here, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so much good talent, and the Corvettes are definitely one of those bands as well too. I mean, it's really good opportunity for them as well too. And I guess for that as well too, then, I mean, to be honest, I think that's more or less kind of everything I wanted to ask anyway. He's kind of shot through them quite quickly, which I'm very happy about. It means less editing for me. But yeah, kind of last question. I just want kind kind of just last kind of things I want to ask you then is just kind of message for the fans really. I mean, is there anything you'd like to say for them? Like, obviously the 4 years been away, they're still hanging around. Anything like to say?
I mean, we really appreciate the fans for sticking behind us, while we've been off, and, great to see them again and supporting, singing those songs, new one and the old ones. I've seen some serious lungs, blasting through. I have plugs. I have kind of earplugs kind of things on my ears, and I can hear them. Usually blocks out a lot of sound, and I can hear them really loud, even with my plugs on. So, it's been good. And if they hear this before the tour is finished, see them soon.
Yeah, absolutely.